Dan and I met through social media, and we talked for a couple months. He travels so often, so he doesn't have service everywhere he goes. And we just kind of got along, and we have a lot similar in our lives, and he likes to travel, and I've always wanted to travel, so that piqued my interest. But he's just a nice guy. And then he sent me flowers, and we talked for a bit more, and then he finally came to visit. Riley and I spent the day with him at an aquarium and an escape room.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
How's Poland?
Good. I'm in an awesome office space. I don't know if I can show you real quick.
Oh, geez.
There's a roof terrace. It's one of the most fancy offices I've ever been in. So this is it. This is Warsaw.
I've never been. I'm Polish, but I've never been. He found my story through social media, and I don't know how deeply he dived into it, but he had sent a note that saying like what he thought what I was doing was extremely intelligent and like strong, and like I was really this powerful person, and it made me feel good. And I just casually said thank you like I would anyone else, and he kind of just tried flirting from there, and I mean, it got him here. He did something right.
But I'm actually going to be in the US very soon.
Okay.
So if you're hanging out, we can.
Yeah, I would love to see you again. I think last time was really fun at the aquarium and stuff, so I thought may as well hang out again. He said that he's gonna come to the States to do some of his business stuff, and then while in the States, he's gonna visit New York, so he's gonna visit me and meet my family, and we're gonna do some activities, and we'll see how that goes. What do you wanna do?
So because I'm always traveling, I never get to actually make food. This entire year, I can't count my fingers how many times I've actually cooked dinner. So I think it'd be cool to make something.
Okay.
Like sushi or something would be cool.
Okay, I could probably do sushi. Think I have
Yeah.
a sushi maker. Never made sushi, but I eat sushi.
Is there a Shauna signature cocktail that you can make me?
What do you like? Sweet, spicy, sour?
Everything.
Damn it.
You can surprise me. You can just throw things in there and surprise me.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you a cup of whiskey.
Trying to make me drunk.
No, you should be able to handle your liquor. You're taller than me, you're older than me, you're much more built than me.
We're in this area to see Shauna. And what do y'all plan on doing?
Make sushi.
I've been talking to this guy named Dan recently, and we've been talking for a bit, and he's actually visited once before, but this is the first time we'll be hanging out this long, and this will also be the first time he's meeting my mom.
So how often do you guys talk?
I don't know, it's every day recently.
So friendship.
I'm not really irritated by my family when they bring up those future questions. I haven't talked about it with Dan. I'm kind of letting it go as it may. But it's nice to kind of try to see if he can answer it. Why do we have to label anything?
So it's a question mark or
It is whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
I definitely think all those questions scared Dan just a little bit. Like, I feel like he tensed up just slightly when my mom walked in.
Just cut.
You think that at some point you might settle down and kind of base yourself in one place and then travel when you
I don't know,
wanna
I'll see.
travel?
I think traveling will always be a big part of my life. So I'll always be going somewhere, but
Do you ever get tired of being questioned?
I'm tired now.
I'm like, they're just rapid firing questions at you.
Well, I guess what would be, yeah, I'm gonna ask another
More
one.
questions.
What would be the expectation if you and Shauna,
Where is this going?
if y'all get along, is...
If something buds.
Yeah, if something buds, is the expectation like for her to travel with you or?
But yeah, one thing I'd love to gift to Shauna is the ability to see the world in different cultures, different places. So I'd love to show her somewhere amazing around the world.
I think Dan would be a really good match for Shauna because he's very smart, adventurous. Shauna's smart, not very adventurous. I think that he could pull her out of the comfort zone, but we know she's talking to Dan. She's really sweet and nice and, you know, human. And then when she gets around us, she gets all cold and hard ass and I don't care.
Right. I think that she thinks it's a negative to be vulnerable.
You're gonna lift up, reach in, and scoop the water back. So if you work together, it's much easier.
So communication is key.
Yeah,
Communication is
teamwork.
key.
When we first got in, the instructor was like, communication's key. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I can communicate. So remember, left, right, not other side.
One side, the other
No.
side. You ready?
I don't know what's going on behind me, and Dan is supposed to be the main communicator.
Left and
Left.
right. Sorry, I mean right then left.
Oh my God, see, you're messing it up. Are you doing anything?
No, I said you were going to do it.
You know, I'm only like 50 pounds, so that's only like 20 pounds of strength. He's heavy, the kayak's heavy, I'm heavy, and water is strong.
So I'm just getting out of the tree.
That's a tall person issue.
I think kayaking and paddleboarding may be a good second date for anybody who's not Shauna. Shauna can't swim. Shauna doesn't like the. Well, you can doggy paddle. You don't like swimming,
I
though.
can swim. You can doggy paddle. I can swim. It just scares the out of me.
Where would be your ideal place to live?
Ideal?
Yeah, in the world. If you choose one place in the world.
I honestly could see myself probably living in like Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
That's the home of the Australian barbecue.
Dan, he thinks he's amazing at accents, and he's not bad at like the other British accents, but he tried to pull out an Australian one, but it just didn't work.
Hi, mate.
Good on you, mate.
That's all I got. That's my accent.
Now that's a knife.
Are we going to Australia? I think you have to just say kangaroo.
No, I don't think you do because you're going kangaroo.
You're rolling my R's.
Hi. After getting back with the kayak, we're going to do stand-up paddle boards.
All right, you ready?
No,
You'll be good.
no way.
You're gonna love it.
That's a matter of opinion. This is my first time paddle boarding. I think I'll do fine. I just don't want to go in the water. Me being short, I don't have as much force when I push down that Dan and his stupid muscles will.
You got a smile on your face.
I would say I have a certain type when it comes to physical, but I don't really date within my type. I mean, my physical type is tall with dark skin and a good body, but do I date all of that? No. They're just nice to look at. Not what I physically normally go for, but he's a good-looking guy.
My dad definitely is more impressed with Dan's shirtless photos than I think any of the girls in the family at all. He's always like his washboard abs. I'm like, Dad, I'm not even looking. I was talking about the beach or the sunset. He's like, the washboard abs. And you're like, Father, do you look anywhere else? The answer is no.
He just hears an accent and sees the abs. When Dan first got here, I was extremely guarded, and I still have my trust issues currently, but like I can see the wall somewhat falling or like shrinking.
Look, she smiled.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Tara.
Tara?
Tara.
Tara. You sure?
Tara. I'm sure. Are you sure?
At this point, Tara is the only person in my immediate family that hasn't met Dan.
So who are you to my sister? Do you have a label?
Why are you
Dan.
why are you the first person to bring that up?
I'm just wondering. Are you friends?
We're people.
You're not friends?
No,
We
we're
are
friends.
Good friends, getting to know each other
Okay,
without having to label it for people.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to know who you were.
Thank you.
Have fun.
You guys are coming later as well?
Yeah,
You coming?
we'll
Okay.
see you later.
Okay.
Have
All right.
fun, but don't have too much fun.
Bye.
You're just friends.
Bye, Don.
Oh,
So
enjoying Long Island,
I'm enjoying Long Island.
which you wouldn't be mad if it wasn't for this situation.
What, if it wasn't for you?
Yeah, let's go with
well,
that.
I guess there's other places more exciting than Long
Yes.
Island, but for sure we'll come back to see you, absolutely.
What would you want to do?
Well, we can obviously keep exploring
Mm-hmm.
Long Island, or you could join me and we could explore somewhere else.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think Europe's a nice first step.
It's a nice baby step.
Yeah, it's a baby step.
I don't have a passport yet, so
Okay.
I actually can't, but I can get my passport. Dan travels quite a bit for his job. He develops apps, and his first app, I believe, was a travel app. So I think his home is like his parents' home that he goes every 6 months for like a week. He's a full-time traveler. He lives out of his backpack. What?
What? So on your next break, would you like to dance?
I don't dance.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I danced with you
I
last
don't.
week.
No, you didn't dance with me. You danced next to me. That's a difference.
Okay, so we're not going to dance.
Fine.
No.
No, it's fine. I'll do it.
Okay. If it's not too much of a chore.
Bye, Dan.
Bye.
Dan, what's his name?
Dan.
Where is he from?
Wales?
Oh.
I haven't actually really thought about if Dan and I were in a relationship and how that would look. I assume that we would probably try long distance, but I've been in a long distance relationship. It's not my cup of tea. So either he would have to find a settle down place or I would have to either start traveling with him or do something.
So did he just come here to get
Visit?
to know you?
Yeah, I think I'm the main reason.
It sounds like it. I think so. That's
I don't know many people that are from other countries that just come to Long Island.
Right? Do you think you'll go visit him in Wales?
He wants to take me to Malaysia for a wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
When is that wedding?
February.
This February?
I think so.
Dan taking Shauna out of the country, I think it'd be really cool. I think she'd have a good time.
I'm not so sure about that.
I don't know if I'd be as concerned if Shauna went on a trip with Dan because she's with Dan. I mean, I think that the first thing he would do is protect Shauna.
And by the time I believe that they would actually do something like that, we would know him better and be more comfortable.
My thoughts on all of this are they're bold-faced liars. They probably wouldn't let me do it if it actually happened. They can talk about the imaginative situation, but this woman would not let me go anywhere. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. It's been a couple weeks since Dan's visited me. We went on a couple dates, which were great, but my feelings towards Dan are a little confusing. You're not the best teacher.
Okay.
Put your strap back on.
Put my strap back on.
So I'm playing it day by day, and whatever happens, happens. How was Cyprus? And are you back in London, or are you still in Cyprus or Cyprus?
Cyprus for 10 days. Now I'm in London. Before that, I was in Wales. Before that, Costa Rica. Yeah, all good. Lots of adventuring, lots of fun. How have you been?
I've been good. A lot's been going on. I got my driver's license.
You got it?
Yeah,
Nice. So this means that we can go on a road trip.
maybe.
Road trips with Shauna, beginning, not so great. She doesn't want to leave the house. That's stressful for her. Once she's in the car and it's moved, she's out. She's asleep. If we stop and like we're at a gas station and she wakes up, then we got an issue.
But what
'Cause then suddenly she's like, I'm hungry, I have to pee, everything is horrible, I'm cramped. And you're like, go back to sleep, go back. Shh.
I've got some amazing places in the world I'd like to take you.
Like where?
Big one for me is Southeast Asia.
Okay. I mean, we'll see. It's
Another-
definitely an interesting one. It's a big first jump, though.
It is a big first jump.
I guess you could say Dan asking to travel with me is him wanting to take the relationship to a next level.